What is good, y'all? It's Kibuka Exposed back another vid. Damn, my waves are starting to go away. I gotta start putting on my do-rag. But anyway, today we're going to talk about finding something to believe in. Now look, before, when I was younger, right, I didn't really believe in Jesus Christ. I never believed it. It didn't seem real. Because why would I wait on a nigga to come and save me if he hasn't done it already? If we supposed to be God's children and he wants the best for us, why has he not come yet? If my people has been enslaved, why has he not come yet? Like there's so many questions that you could have towards the faith, and yet you just sit there just questioning like, damn, why haven't they came yet? So now we gotta sit here and have patience. We gotta sit here and don't question God and have patience, but we're left with no answers. Whole time we probably supposed to be saving ourselves. We can't wait for another nigga to do it if we ain't gonna do it ourselves. So it just makes sense to just do it yourself. But when I was younger, right, I never really believed in Jesus Christ, Allah, what other gods? Buddha, the Hinduistic gods. Is Hinduistic a word? Anyway, but yeah, I never really believed in that shit. So like when I was going through life, when I was just going through shit, it wasn't like I was trying to cling on to like something so I could have something to believe in. So I finally got in contact with my ancestors, spirits and shit. So when I'll go through shit, right? When I'll go through shit, I'd just be like, I would try to contact the spirits, contact the ancestors over and over and over. And really, to be honest, I don't think that shit was working. Now that I look at it, and I used to write notes and shit to the ancestors and shit. I had one occurrence, right? One occurrence. This is a ghostly occurrence, right? It's either a ghost or my schizophrenia. One of those. But listen, I was at my grandma's house. One day the power went out. And power went out over my house. So we went to my grandma's house. Well, while I was over there and it was time for me to get up for school, I was asleep. All of a sudden I hear, it's time to get up, honey. Or it's time to get up for school, honey. Some shit like that. I woke up, I'm looking around the room. Bro, there's no one in the room. I go out, I'm like, yo, did y'all just say something to me while I was asleep? Bro, nobody, they said they shit. They wasn't even in the room. I'm like, what? So, maybe it did work. Maybe the ancestors were there, but it just didn't seem like they was really helping me like they should have. Like, I was going through so much, it just didn't seem like shit was happening. Like, of course, I feel like the spirits did have they did kind of intervene for some situations. But some situations, bro, I feel like they just took their hands off it because they probably knew I wasn't going. Like if they was trying to give me guidance, they knew I wasn't gonna listen to them. So it's like maybe that's what happened. I don't know, but ever since, bro, I just had, and then I went through this. Detachment lifestyle. So I didn't believe in a God. I thought this whole shit was a simulation, and I thought but I felt so free though. Like you could go to my YouTube videos and Instagram. If you scroll all the way down through my reels, bro, you see I was making spiritual content and basically just making self-help videos. And you'll see I was screaming outside. I felt so free, bro, because I felt like this world ain't even real. We're gonna get to that though. But look, I felt like I was living in a simulation or some shit, or everything was connected. It was I had so many lifestyles, right? And then after that, it's before the detachment lifestyle, it felt like I didn't have shit to believe in. I felt like this was a simulation. When it's a simulation, what do you believe in? You have nothing. That's if you believe in yourself. And even then, I feel like myself wasn't real. I feel like I was just a game character inside of a video game. So it's like, damn, bro, what do I believe in now? And I was left with nothing. But time goes on, it starts to get deeper and deeper. I'm sinking deeper in. I'm going crazy. Like this time, I had a not a lifestyle, but a a logic of thinking, a style of thinking of, if I was to jump off a balcony, I wouldn't die. I would just transcend to a hotel full of memories. And that I could go through those memories and relive life. Bro, it was the weirdest shit ever, right? And once I got on meds, then it's like, oh, okay, maybe that was a little nutty. So I was like, damn, now what I got to believe in? And once then, I figured out I found Odinani, which is an Igbo tribe. Not religion, but like a practice. So I was studying Odinani. I bought the book. I bought a book speaking about Odinani. I tried to learn the Igbo language. Man, I tried to learn all that I could. And still, it's like, yeah, I'm leaning into something to believe in, but it just doesn't really fit. So then I hopped on TikTok. I don't know if I hopped on TikTok. I don't know where I found Ifa at. I don't know where I found that shit. But I finally found Ifa. And when I found it, I was like, yo, like, this shit actually connects with me. Like, it was making sense. I felt like I always used to believe in something that had nature as what's called one of its players, you know? Like, I feel like it had to be something, because what's all around us? Nature. All this that got built up is from nature. Or what's called from minerals, from nature, basically from an environment. So I was like, it all makes sense for me to be so connected to nature. And now I found something that actually resonates with me. So when I finally found something that resonates with me, it was like, damn, now I got something to believe in. So when I pray, now I have something to pray to, which is like manifestation for some other shit that I want. So I could be like, Uri, something. And then boom, after I get done praying, send that shit to the heavens for my higher self, send that shit up to the heavens, boom, that shit come back. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, like, I remember I prayed to Eshu. I got this Eshu bracelet that I made. Eshu is one of the deities of the crossroads. But I prayed to Eshu one day, right? All of a sudden, I was seeing red, black, everything. Red, black cardinals, red, black cars. It like, bro, it was so weird. Like, I prayed to Eshu one day. I came outside. I seen a red, black car right next door. I never really see red, black cars until I started putting this bracelet on. All I see is red, black cars now. I don't know what it is. But I've been seeing red, black cars, and maybe I'm taking this too far, because I remember this man, he gave me a blessing. He gave me stuff that he bought or he stole out of a Goodwill. He gave it to me. I looked down at his shoes. I think he had red and black shoes. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm going too far into this. Maybe I'm thinking too deep into the rabbit hole. But basically, what I'm saying is, just find something to believe in. Find something that resonates with you. Cause I feel like, and I might not even believe in this shit like a couple years later or months later. I might not even believe in Ifa. But so far, it resonates with a nigga. And I gotta keep reading the Holy Odu. So that way, it's like the Holy Odu is like, it just brings like so much life into me. Cause it feels like I'm not the only one here. Man, it never really be helping me, bro. Like, when I be going through family issues or issues with loneliness and stuff like that, I read the book, bro. I feel back to 100. I feel good, bro. It's been a while since I felt like this. I think the last time I felt like this, I was a child or some shit. If I even have, even if I had feel like this, I don't remember a time I felt like this, but I could assume that I felt like this when I was a child. I had no worries. I had nothing to worry about. But man, hey, this is a weird feeling, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It feels good though. But anyway, y'all, that's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. Without further ado, y'all, peace, gangies.